Hello, friends, and welcome back to Wanderlust Gaming. In today's episode, I just wanted to talk, and perhaps this is a bit of nostalgia from myself, but just how beautiful the colors and just the aesthetics of the Nintendo 64 games were back then. I think the 90s era was just like one of the most beautiful. Maybe because I was a kid back then, and this was like the first time that I play 3D games. So just to see these very beautiful colors, very bright, very optimistic of the era. Like I said, I don't know if it's nostalgia creeping in, but I just like this is one of the systems that I've been playing more on this device, on the RG406V. Even though I can play like GameCube games, PlayStation 2, but for some reason I just keep going back to the N64 games, because they just feel very, very different, from I guess you can say each generation is has its own unique style of graphics and stuff like that. But like all the games, like this is one of them, but I have like many other, like Diddy Kong Racing, Conquer. I can't pronounce the name of the game, but I think it's called Conquer's Bad Fur Day. That one too has like a very similar style of like just bright, nice colors, and it's something that I feel like it's lacking nowadays. You don't find many games like that. You don't find many games that have like a lot of like bright, beautiful colors, and the animations too is not only the colors. I think it's the animations too in this era were like more playful, more it didn't take itself too seriously, but at the same time it delivered like a fun games, and I think that's what we wanted, to just have fun, and from our, even though I feel like back then the human connections were more real, just because we didn't have phones. So people were like more optimistic, I feel, like you didn't get bombarded with bad news all the time, like now. Now you open your phone, you have your email, you have like this and that, and I feel like that has affected a lot of the gaming community, because you don't see many games like this nowadays. I mean, you do to a certain degree, but I can't think of many. I know there's like I forgot the name of the game, but it's like a Mario, like this Mario type of game, and it does have a little bit of that color, and I think the main character is like a female, if I'm not sure. I hadn't time. That's the one. That one does have like very beautiful art style and stuff like that. But yeah, you don't see much of that anymore, and it's really sad. For example, you have games where like it would be nice to see this type of style come back. For example, I know I don't stop talking about Final Fantasy 16, but I think that would have been a game that really benefited from having a more cheerful. But I know the game is really dark, guys. Like if you play that game, the story is like really dark and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe that's not really the type of game. But if you see most games now, just dark and very gritty styles, and I think that reflects a lot of the society that we live in nowadays. And so yeah, I'm gonna show you another one that I really feel like hits home. What I'm talking about. So let me go back in here and let me launch. Like, look at all these, like a lot of these games. Pokemon Snap, even Star Fox has a very vibrant colors. F-Zero 2, Jet Force Gemini. Where is it? Diddy Kong Racing. This one's probably the king of like cheerful gaming. Okay, so I think I have to exit here. Let me see if it launches now, and I know it's working. just because I was playing it before. Like this one too is like, it has such a beautiful art style, and the graphics, I'm recording through my phone right now, so it doesn't do it justice, but trust me guys, the graphics look really good for this, because I upscaled the resolution really high, so the game looks like a remaster or something like that, because I don't remember the game looking this good back then, when I had a N64. So it looks really, really nice on the RG406, guys, honestly. And it's not like I'm trying to sell you guys the system. I mean, if you want to buy it, I think it's a great deal. $140 for this. I wouldn't pay like $200, but I know that all depends on where you guys live and stuff like that. But look how beautiful these colors are. Like every stage here is like very like nice, and just graphically speaking, it's something that I wish it could come back, right? Look how the lava looks. The lava looks great. I think one of the games that kind of keeps this type of art style, believe it or not, is Breath of the Wild. That game for me is just like wow, That game is just like a piece of art. I wish I could play it here. That would be sick if I could play it like on a handheld this size, Well, I know there's the Switch Mini and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Switch 2. I hope we're able to play a lot of the Switch catalog. I think it should be interesting, But coming back to what I was telling you guys. Like, look how nice, like, don't you feel just better playing these type of games? Because I do. I definitely just, it kind of brings like a smile to my face, if you could say. It's just like a amazing time, and colorful, cheerful, That's what I see that's what I feel when I see this, good music. They need to make more games like this. And I know there's a lot. There's definitely a lot, Like I play Astrobot on PS5 on my friend's house, Sasha. That game was just like it was so much fun, Like they need to like go back to that and just focus on art style and just having fun, Like life is not like even though I think like FF16 it's a masterpiece, they could definitely it could have been better, maybe, in my opinion, if it had like a better art style. I mean, but I get it for the world that it is and stuff like that. It's they had to make it like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.